Mary Harris Jones, better known as Mother Jones, was dubbed the most dangerous woman in America by her opponents. She was a woman of barely 5 feet tall who worked zealously and unwaveringly for protections and economic justice for the working class. Having lost her husband and 4 children to yellow fever in 1867, the Irish immigrant and dressmaker was inspired to devote her life to the support of workers' rights after witnessing the unsympathetic and entirely detached attitude the wealthy customers she made dresses for took toward the poor. In 1903, 65-year-old Mother Jones traveled to the Philadelphia, Pennsylvania neighborhood of Kensington to advocate for the 100,000 textile workers who were striking in support of a 55-hour work week and better pay. Upon observing that around 10,000 of the striking workers were young children and seeing the horrible injuries and amputations that these children suffered as a result of their work in the textile mill, Mother Jones knew she had to take action. At the time, Pennsylvania had laws in place prohibiting the employment of children under 12. However, the law went unenforced, and mothers were compelled to lie about their children's ages, saying that it was a question of starvation or perjury, because the children's fathers had been killed or disabled in industrial accidents. According to the Global Nonviolent Action Database, the state of Pennsylvania reported more than 120,000 child laborers in the 1900 census, more than any other state in the Union. These children would work between 60 and 70 hours each week, facing dangerous conditions in Pennsylvania's factories and mines. For their labor, they were paid approximately $2.50 each week. Adjusting for inflation, this would have been the equivalent of $67.91 per week, or $1.04 per hour in 2012. In her autobiography, Mother Jones writes, "I asked the newspaper men why they didn't publish the facts about child labor in Pennsylvania. They said they couldn't because the mill owners had stock in the papers. Well, I've got stock in these little children," said I, "and I'll arrange a little publicity." And arrange for publicity she did. On July 7, 1903, she assembled around 200 workers, including dozens of child laborers from the Kensington textile mill, and marched from Philadelphia's Independence Park to City Hall while holding banners with slogans like, "We only ask for justice," "We want time to play," and "We want to go to school," emblazoned across them. While assembled at Philadelphia's City Hall, Mother Jones held up the mangled arms of several of the mill children, proclaiming, "Philadelphia's mansions were built on the broken bones, the quivering ears, and the drooping heads of these children. Someday the workers will take possession of your City Hall, and when we do, no child will be sacrificed on the altar of profit." From Philadelphia's City Hall, Mother Jones and her mill children embarked upon a 92-mile march through New York City to Oyster Bay, New York, in an effort to draw national attention toward the unpleasant realities of child labor and meet with the president to discuss federal legislation regarding child labor. Though the marchers were ultimately unable to meet with President Roosevelt, Mother Jones felt that her crusade had served its purpose, drawing national attention to the plight of the child laborer, prompting the formation of the National Child Labor Committee, and helping to push Pennsylvania to enact legislation that set the minimum working age to 14 years old.